Good evening. My name is Matt Chance, and welcome to the 12th episode of AskPCT. They've finally done it. They've made it through California. It is a long state. It has been, it's been over 2 months, almost 2.5 months since they started in California, and they're just finishing. And that's with skipping miles because of the fire closure. So as you can see, California is a very long state, but they've finally done it, and that leads us to our question for this week. So let's find out what it is, and let's get some answers. All right, Matt. Thanks, Matt. Here we are at approximately mile 1781.5 of the Pacific Crest Trail. This past week, we've been asking hikers, what was your high point and low point of your California section of the PCT? So let's find out.
My name's Sydney. My trail name's Pele. I'm from Edwardsville, Illinois, and I decided to hike the PCT strictly for the challenge.
Nice. And so what's one high point and one low point of California?
Probably a low point was leaving Tehachapi. I hadn't been healthy for a while, like some sort of injury kept popping up, and I was by myself and wasn't making it to camp before dark. So I ended up camping like on a slant, and it was super windy. It was freezing cold. I was worried that a bear was going to steal my backpack irrationally. And ended up just like covering myself in my sleeping bag, and woke up, there was like frost all over my sleeping bag. But luckily the next day was really good, so rainy days followed by like a rainbow. It's kind of how that day went, so that's kind of nice. Highlights, probably at Mike's place was a big one. I was with my friend who I started off with, and we were just constantly just like juggling the whole time. There was like a little dog house and like this like chair, and so we were trying to like curve the ball, see who could curve the ball around this chair to get it into the dog house. So like, and we're both super competitive, so it was just like us going back and forth talking shit. It was awesome. Nice. And then Leo ended up showing up, or OP, and then all three of us were like juggling, trying to see how many juggles we could keep up without it hitting the ground. And then me and my friend were sharing a tent at the time, so at the end of the day, we were just like sitting in our tent and just like talking about everything, like how amazing the trip has been so far, and the stars looked awesome, and it was just like a really like good, like happy time, I guess. Another time that was like super comparable to that was the day that me and OP spontaneously decided to just like hike into town, which was like a 36-mile day, and we ended up playing headlamp chicken, so we did it all without headlamps on in the dark, and he like took a step and like kind of stumbled, and I was like, saw that. Immediately 10 seconds later, ate shit, fucking face planted. I was like, all right, that's what I get, karma. But yeah, and then we just ended up camping like 2 miles from town and got in like super early, which was just like the spontaneity of that was awesome. So had some really good overall times, though. Those are just a couple that kind of stand out to me.
So what is your name, where are you from, and why are you hiking the PCT?
Quick Draw, Incline Village, Nevada, and I'm hiking the PCT because it makes more sense to do it than to not to do it, to me. High point, I'll start with the low point because that one's a lot easier. It stands out. I got my cold soak jar contaminated, and so when I did my instant oatmeal at 8 in the morning, it came back to bite me a couple hours later, and I was just super sick right before getting to Agua Dulce, and these day hikers were coming by me, and I was just all alone, and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Wait, are you a PCT hiker?" I'm like, "Sure am." They're like, "Wow, it's so cool. We've never seen one of you in the wild before. And you're throwing up? How exciting." And I'm like, gosh. Okay, cool. It's also they're having fun. And I got sick a couple days later again in the middle of the night. So it was that was a rough stretch. Yeah. Definitely a low point. But then a high point would probably be this last stretch here. It was really amazing going into Etna and seeing all the tents together. because it really gives you that community feeling that you expect from the PCT.
Yeah.
And it can be desolate, so running into everyone, like, even though these fire closures, it sucks skipping all these miles, it's bringing everybody together, and I think that sense of community is really special.
PCT.
My name is Espresso. I am from Dublin, New Hampshire, and I'm hiking the PCT to get for some adventure and to get a reset after COVID.
Nice.
My name is Nemo. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
And you're hiking the PCT?
I'm hiking the PCT because, oh, that's me. To gain,
You talk, I'll talk.
you can take that from me, thank you. Gain confidence in myself and have a kind of like what Espresso said, like a nice reset after COVID.
Yeah. And so then one high point and one low point of California.
All right, high point, summiting Mount Whitney. I know that's like both a literal high point and a mental high point, but I really liked it. Low
Nice.
point, it's hard because I feel like there was a lot of very difficult things that happened, so it's hard to pick a low point, but probably just Northern California. It was a very mental low point for me in general.
High point and low point of California.
High point was all of the Sierra. There wasn't a moment in the Sierra that wasn't absolutely magical. Low point was coming into NorCal and towards probably Sierra City. I physically hit a wall and was just not able to do the miles, and just affected the mood, affected the soul, and so I took some time off, and I'm happy to be back and feeling good and feeling like Espresso again.
My name is Pastor Frank. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I'm hiking the PCT because I heard it would be fun. And it is not. No, it's so fun.
Nice. And so what is one high point and one low point of the California section?
I would have to say your mom. Just kidding. High point of California was celebrating my birthday in Tahoe. Low point was having to skip all the miles because of the wildfires. But that also was a high point. So,
There you go. So what is your name? Where are you from? Why are you hiking the PCT?
Cricket, Chicago. I'm hiking it because I love to hike. High point, you said? Of course, a high point
Of the
trail.
California? Yep.
Honestly, I think it was the community. I think just kind of around the time that I started, a lot of young, similar people growing, and I appreciated that. So California was definitely people. The low point, low point would definitely be missing some trail, because I'm from Chicago and it's not easy for me to get back out here. Like this is my full send, and it may be years before I can clean up some of these sections. So it's killer to miss it in the moment that I'm out here.
Name's Cooper. I'm from northern New Mexico, Taos, and hiking the PCT just to have a summer off, get in the woods, be free. No, nothing to do but walk.
Nice.
Pretty much, yeah.
And so would you...
Tough
I'm kidding.
question.
Wrong question. That's what I did to them. All right, so high point and low point of California.
High point, definitely probably, High Sierras, Mount Whitney, all that. And low point, it's hard, but I don't know, maybe fire closures, having to skip certain sections. But yeah, other than
Nice.
that, been all high.
$40. I'm from Oregon, so I just got home, and I've always wanted to live outside, so this is a dream come true.
Nice. And so what's one high point and one low point of your California PCT experience?
Honestly, high point was like the day leaving out of the it was just like the culmination of a lot of preparation. And like you're walking into the dream. Low was Yosemite, overrated park.
Really?
it just thunderstormed the whole time, and mosquitoes and lightning. Yeah, I was kind of bummed after that.
I'm Oates, and I'm from Maine, and hiking the PCT for so many reasons that I've definitely already told you, but I'll tell you again. One, the adventure and being outside because I love being out here. 2, to meet people that are pretty fucking cool. And 3, to build some confidence.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so what's your high point and low point, or a high point and one low point of California?
High point of California was Kennedy Meadows South when I finished the desert and we all just got to party and hang out. And the low point was after Tahoe. Hit a mental wall and I was questioning why I was out here.
My name is Nate Grum. I go by Slender Man on the trail. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, but I went to school in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm hiking the trail to kind of check out for a little while and be in the wild, in the wilderness. And then a high point of California would be in the Sierras. We did sunrise on top of Mount Whitney, and that was a wonderful experience. I highly recommend to catch Mount Whitney on sunrise. And a low point would be hiking through the Mojave Desert during a heat wave. Pretty tough.
Stop. Start over.
This is super
Cut.
No cut.
All I did was look at
All
him.
right, cut. Ready, go.
You're not gonna ask me questions?
So what
or-
is your name, where you from, and why are you hiking the PCT?
Can we start again?
Oh my God. So what is your name, where are you from, why are you hiking the PCT?
My name's the dog. I'm so sorry, dude. I thought I could do it.
Alright, so what is your name, where are you from, why are you hiking the PCT?
My name is the dog. I'm from Reno, Nevada, and I'm hiking the PCT because even though it's difficult and demanding and sometimes not that much fun, it's really rewarding at the end of each day, and I'm super fortunate to still be out here.
Awesome. And so what is one highlight and one low point of California?
I would say that the high points of California were my friends and family being able to come out and Trail Angel for all of us. That was super fun to see them join or see how I, live day to day. And I would say that one of the low points of California would be having to hike through the desert later in the season with less water and it being kind of really hot. So.
All right. Oh my gosh, just incredible. All right, Matt, back to you. Fantastic. Thank you all for sharing, and thanks, Matt, for getting those answers. And once again, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Hope you enjoy this episode. Hope you did enjoy this episode. And yeah, have a great night. Bye.